Are you all right?
How are you two holding up?
After Weiss out, people are injured, grieving. As are we.
We haven't given up. There's just a lot to deal with.
With the Weishaupt library gone, you two have our most complete notes on the blight.
There are other stores of Warden knowledge, but we'll keep what we have safe.
You should do the same with that monster manual. You still owe us a copy.
Spite thinks you're afraid of me.
I hardly know you.
So it's Spite you're afraid of, then?
No, maybe cautious around. I once got bitten by a hunger demon that turned people into werewolves. We broke the curse, so that was fine. But yes, cautious.
Fair enough.
I think we can make this work.
I took work orders from all the wardens.
Already?
Yeah, and some of the villagers too. You're going to be busy.
Gee, thanks.
Hey, Mila. How are the wetlands?
Blighted?
Right.
The wardens have a lot to do.
What are you after today? Good to go. You need anything else, I'll be here.
Thanks, Holden. I'll see you around.
At least we had somewhere to run.
We shouldn't have run. We should have...
Hey, I'm Flynn, apprentice physician.
Everything all right?
I've been busy with patients, but I'm short on medical supplies. My mentor, Oscar, he should have some. He has a cabin outside the village. If you're out there, tell him you saw Flynn, and they could use his help.
So Flynn must be local.
Which means they were here when the blight surged through.
Mierda.
Rook, I'm Greta. Good to have you here.
You look a bit worried.
We're not sure where some of our wardens are, Beckett and a few others. We're supposed to check in. We need to look out for each other more than ever. It's just, I know they took Weishaupt hard, and I hope they're okay.
The trees from the wetlands are unique. We've had lumber imported. It's not the same. I hope I can help.
You need something scraped together? Just ask. All right, you're set.
I keep seeing Weishaupt.
The Wardens are more than a building.
But we were supposed to protect it.
Some wardens were meeting at the Grove, but they didn't want anyone to know.
More trouble.
That cabin must be the physician's. Flint's mentor.
It's on the inside, too. We can still search it.
Look for medical supplies.
There's only death where the blight goes.
There was a life here.
There was.
notebook. It describes a local plant grown as bloom. None here, but Oscar left to find more for his wife. If he left before the cabin was blighted, we might still find him out there.
That place where Rook found you, the ossuary. What else goes on there?
Nothing good.
How did you survive it?
Shut down completely. Think nothing, feel nothing. Except what you need to escape.
What's left?
If you're lucky, revenge. And bad dreams.
Hassan, on that! Not ready.
Take them down!
Tree. So beautiful. Can you...
A map and plans.
From the missing wardens.
He's gone. He was drawn to the tree.
Did it lure him somehow?
If his calling was close, it might have looked beautiful to him.
We'll tell the wardens. Darkspawn. Bring them down and we'll clear a path.
There you go.
Should be easier to travel through here. That will help the wardens. Are you all right?
We wanted to prove we could stop the Darkspawn, that we deserved to be here. There had to be a reason we survived when so many others at Weishaupt. I'm not as bad as I look. I can get myself back to Lavendel. Thank you. I just need a moment to say goodbye.
Darkspawn.
Let's finish this.
There's a body.
Couldn't escape the Darkspawn.
His bag. Rona's bloom. This was the physician, Oscar.
Take the supplies. They can still help the village. Davrin, for all your worry about me, you've got your own problems.
I'll take them any day over being possessed.
You're a warden. You've got actual blight inside you.
So you know a few warden's secrets.
Your blood reacts to darkspawn and can drive you mad when Archdemon shows up. And if you survive that, you eventually wander alone into the deep roads to die.
That's the vow I took.
Until you snap. I've seen it happen.
Not me.
Hey, I'm good to go whenever you got something.
Tosh, what are you doing?
She's not in her lair. I was ready. I could have fought her.
Tosh.
Doesn't matter. I can still look for clues. See if she'll turn into a monster like Gillinea's archdemon did. I have to figure this out. I'm a dragon slayer.
You are, but you don't have to do this alone.
I don't need help.
But we need you, all right? We cannot beat the gods without a dragon slayer.
Wait, look at that.
Ropes.
Kunari ropes. The Antam. They're the ones who've been blighting the dragons for the gods. Those fucking ropes. They tie her down with these ropes so they can blight her. They turn her into something blighted and ugly and wrong. Some she was never supposed to be. Chakra Toebra. I've got to be ready to fight her. I'm a dragon slayer.
Tosh.
I'm a crappy Kunari. I'm not really Ravani. I'm no good as a daughter. I'm not even... I can't even be a woman right. I have to be a dragon slayer.
You're a good dragon slayer, Tosh. You're also a good warrior, a good lord of fortune, and a good member of this team. We need you if we're gonna stop the gods. And you need to believe in yourself. So tell me what's really going on.
My mother put these ropes on me. She tied me up. Why did she do that? Is it because I didn't fit as a woman? Is it why I don't fit as a woman?
Oh, Tosh.
The Shadow Dragons say there are people who use they instead of he or she. They're not men or women. And I like how it feels when I imagine myself that way. But... I'm not supposed to breathe fire. Am I not supposed to feel like this? What does she want me to be?
What do you want to be? Your mother brought you to Ravine for a better life.
I know.
So live it. Be who you are. Don't tie yourself down for someone else's fear.
I want to be... No. I am Ravani. And I'm not the daughter my mother wanted. That Tosh, she was never really me.
Who is the real Tosh?
She is... They are... not a woman. Or a man. The Shadow Dragons had some fancy terms, but using they and knowing that, it feels... good.
Sounds like a good start.
Thanks. Come on, let's get out of here.
Sounds good. Flynn, we have Bronus Bloom.
That will really help. Thank you. Oscar, the physician, was he, or his wife, Marta?
I'm sorry. They're gone. You're from here, right? You were Oscar's apprentice.
I knew him and Marta my whole life. I was at the end of my training. I'll make sure it's put to good use. With these plants, I can help the village, the wardens, whoever needs it.
It sounds like Oscar was a good friend.
You could talk to him about anything and he'd be interested. Plants, books, sword training, listening to me figure myself out, the non-binary stuff. He was all ears. When I said I wanted to help people, he said he'd train me, but that I'd find my own ways too, and I'd have to tell him all about it.
With the blight surge, how have things been in the village?
Bad. People are scared. Some are sick. We know Darkspawn are out there, and that's a death without mercy. But this is the Anderfells. If you aren't dead, then you're still alive.
I had to study anatomy and alchemy with the crows, though I wasn't looking to stop bleeding.
Oh, right. I'll stick with my own notes then. The wardens have a medic. Between the two of us, we'll get by. I want to help. I almost lost the chance.
What do you mean?
When the blight surged through, I nearly died. Evka and Antoine found me, but I was blighted. Past healing. They let me take the warden joining ritual. It saved my life, and gave me warden abilities.
Does that mean you're a Grey Warden?
It should mean I have no choice. The joining ingredients are rare. If that first warden had found me... Evka and Antoine said I'm welcome, but they're happy to see me continue as I am.
So Antoine and Evka giving you a choice?
It's against the Order's rules. Or it was. I don't know if they broke the rules or maybe something will change. What they did? But Evka said to stop thanking them.
The joining ritual gives wardens their abilities. What was it like? What's it like now?
I shouldn't go into the details. It wasn't fun. But I'm here. Even if I'm different now.
This is all... Wow, it's a story.
Yeah, it's a lot to get used to. You know, I can sense the blight in my warden patients. I can't reverse it, but I think it helps my treatments. I won't be killing Darkspawn, but I'll fight the blight my way. I'm still Lavendale's physician. Whatever else has changed, that hasn't.
This place is lucky to have you. But if things get too much... If you need an escape, I know people who can arrange it.
I'm good. But if I change my mind...
Just say the word.
Thanks, Rook.
Anytime.
You've got patience worse than me. But if you had more questions about Warden stuff, I could wait.
I'd appreciate it.
After Weishaupt, we can't afford to ignore anything to do with the blight. The Gloomhowler was working with Darkspawn. I should help Davrin when he learns more about it.
Hey, good. I wanted to ask you something. My mother and I have a weekly dinner thing. I was gonna meet her in Ravane. Wanna come? Fresh food. And I want her to know you're good to work with.
Sure. Something wrong?
Got a message. Place called the Cauldron was attacked.
That's some sort of Grey Warden tavern.
It's a secret Warden readout. No idea what goes on there.
Then why are you involved?
Because whatever attacked it sounds like the Gloomhowler.
Then let's get rid of it.
Had the same thought. What's left of the Wardens are still licking their wounds. So we handle this alone. Just go to the Cauldron and get the Griffins back. You have to promise to behave, boy. Listen to every word I say, stay out of trouble, don't do anything dumb, and don't eat any...
I think we get the point. What happened to he'll learn by doing, sink or swim?
Yeah? But what if he sinks? I'm supposed to be the bodyguard. Keep that feathery butt safe.
No shame in being worried. He grows on you.
Well, that, and he keeps the mice away.
Maybe that Turlum idea, that unity between Warden and Griffin, starts by having faith in each other.
Maybe. I suppose you were born for this sort of fight, boy. All talons and temper.
And a sharp tongue to remind you of it.
As long as he backs it up.
Hey, Rook. I'm just staring into the fire. I've heard that helps people think. Can't say I've had luck with it.
Lucanus, where is he?
You know, I'm Dalish. I've seen death since I was little. But the number of wardens that fell at Weishaupt, I don't know. I hope Davrin's okay.
Your power is quite unlike other magic I've seen, Harding. Has coaxing it forth been difficult?
It's actually easy. Maybe too easy? Actually, do you have tips on holding magic back?
I know mental exercises to calm the mind, but if the issue runs deeper than...
Great, I'll take them. Demon, no further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanus go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanus?
It's not Lucanus, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
Spite, this man is not your puppet, and stunts like this won't change that.
How did... Rook? Dash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
You can't just caffeinate your way out of this.
It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
I'll be more careful next time.
You need to restrain yourself while you sleep. Lock the door, tie yourself to the bed, whatever it takes.
I'll come up with something. And thanks.